Yeah, no, just sit. Oh, well, sit closer to your sister.
I need a demo.
No relation.
No, it's join the club, so do we.
I got a lot of jokes. I got way too many. I just start looking down. I'll be checking shit out, and I'm like, dude, it's your handicap. Right off.
All right, hey, that's a pretty good one. No, that's perfect. You notice this? This is about average size for
A dwarf? God damn! Okay, so I'm gonna say it's not normal for anyone except special people, and there's two types of people in America. The special people, well, the rest of you freaking non-handicaps. You guys don't like midget jokes? That's a great midget joke. It's a nice start for saying the best place to meet midgets is at the bowling alley, right? Because at a certain point, those little midget guys get all carried away, they get all drinking, and somebody says, "Toss me down the lane. It's the plywood road. Follow the plywood road. Bing, bang, bang, bang." It's not funny. You people are rotten. It is a good place to meet midgets, though.
That's about midget gutter balls, man. That's jacked up.
We don't get the gutter balls. We put those things in the gutter ball rack, so it's like bowling kids.
Oh.
All right, so I wrote down all kinds of stuff. I have no idea where I'm going to end up with this. I was actually really impressed with some of the shit that I just wrote down straight. Like, I'm actually learning how to write jokes on the fly. So this is where I say disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. Oh, I took my badge off. Good. So I do have a job, and they are really super sensitive about all the stupid shit that I say. So has anybody heard that Saudi Arabia is now like one of the leading producers of solar energy in the United States? No, excuse me, green gasoline in the United States, because they're running all their oil pumps, solar energy. It's green now. So one of the dumbest things that I have to deal with at my job, because we're sustainably thinking, we're always trying to figure out a way to save a buck and save the environment. We have waterless urinals. And right there on the stall, next to the plugged one, there's always a ladle that's hanging right there that says, "Return to Pam," belongs in the kitchen. But we'll just pick that waterless urinal freaking shit out of there and just put it in the other one. It's kind of a responsibility. Everybody's got to do their part.
Right.
And when you have a buddy system at work, it's really nice to have, one of those things, we're guys. We come up with crazy things, and it's like, I really like cereal. I really like cereal. We have these nursing rooms. They call them quiet rooms, but it's a place for, mothers to go and express themselves, write their blog while they're and it was all going good until my buddy actually left like a box of cereal and a bowl on top of their little milk fridge. I mean, come on. What makes cereal taste better but breast milk? It's like cantaloupes. Sheesh. No, come on. Nobody's ever tried breast milk? Come on. You have?
I have.
It's fucking awesome. It's thinner. It's better for you. If you want to lose a little weight, just get on the tit. Okay, so the buddy system. I started with the buddy system, and that's one of the things, is if you're going to be drinking other people's breast milk at your job for your cereal, coffee, whatever, you got to have a buddy system so that when you come out of there, you're not coming out with a milk mustache and everybody's like, "Oh, you just came out." And sometimes you need a, "Thanks, bro. Sorry, I didn't mean about to spit up." When we get down at work, we ain't fucking around. Woo! Yeah. Where's Lenny when we need him most? And the best is rock the mic. Woo! I like that. So when I don't have breast milk, I usually just substitute it for beer. Thank you, God. The proof that God loves you, Benjamin Franklin said, was he made beer. So I wrote down a lot of jokes, and I'm really nervous. Usually it's not this packed, and I'm not on this early, and I'm usually twice as drunk. So, does anybody ever consider what happens now that the MMA, UFC, all these really extreme fighting sports are taking over? Anybody consider what happens to the sadists at the Sadist Masochist Club, the S&M Club, when the masochists are all at the gym, wrestling with each other, dry humping, and it's just a bunch of sadists like me, and we just sit around, and I feel like I'm the oddball because I'm the one who's not crying or giving high fives and hugging. Would you hurt me? Could you hurt me? No, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm the sadist. I want to be hurt. So I started going to AA because they make you get up and you have to expose yourself and you have to tell people things that, I mean, why would you ever tell anybody about the time that you got drunk at the Christmas party, drank too much tequila, kicked somebody in the face because you were dancing too hard, shit your pants, came back in half an hour later? Why would anybody want to hear that? Really? Oh, I'm looking at everybody and they look at me like, I've never done that. Okay, well you guys got to go to AA if you have, because it's fucking awesome. They tell you all kinds of crazy shit. Blow jobs for meth and hand jobs for a 40. No, and I'm a 13 stepper. I'm looking for that stuff. Right? Does anybody know what the 12 steps are? Me neither, but I know what the 13th step is. You get sober, go to AA, and then fuck some guy who's nice to you. I'm just saying, I ain't saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying it's an opportunity. You don't have to, what is it? Somebody was saying something about coins to me. Oh, it was like, I went to the psychic fair, and the psychic lady was throwing out cards, and immediately she like threw out the wrong card on top of the wrong card, and I'm thinking, is this a magic trick? And she's like, oh, yeah. I'd already paid her, so it's not like I can complain about it. I mean, I can complain about it, but I'm not getting my money back, so I might as well just enjoy it. So I started telling her some crazy shit. I mean, not one pagan in here? No tarot card readers? Okay, thank you very much. The card that came up that bothered me the most was the 9 of coins. And it was about debauchery. I'm like, seriously, what do I got to do with this? Oh, it was the 7th, which is a 7-step kind of AA thing. Oh, wait, I said AA. Everybody drink. Okay, let me look at what I wrote down. So you guys know that Saudi Arabia is now becoming... Oh, wait. So my daughter had this zit right there on her head, and she was talking to me for like a half an hour. She's like 22 years old. Yeah, I know, I adopted early. And she had like this zit that was just like about ready to pop, and I said something, I go, I don't mean to interrupt you talking about work that I've already heard, blah, 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 blah. You're a pretty girl, but, nobody's really interested right here in listening to your mouth flap. So I interrupt, and I go, before you go, check that zit. She goes, shit. Before you get dressed tomorrow, check your grandma pants. And I go, grandma pants? She goes, yeah, you're right, that's wrong. I'm sorry. I should have said Mitt Romney pants. I was wearing Levi's. I thought it was cool, but they were really straight leg, and they fit my boots, and you couldn't see any kind of bulge, so I had to consider that she was correct. Hold on. I lost my train of thought. So, speaking of bulges, I may be agnostic, but my penis is clearly Jewish. It isn't as cheap as you think. Don't say that. Come on. So I work at this place, and I work with a lot of internationals, and we have these windows that actually open at work. And there's always a screen. The screen's always up, and I'm walking around this fucking place like I'm everybody's dad, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, what are you guys all born in a barn? And I had to stop saying that because maybe like 1 in 7 people that I work with may have been born in a barn. I'm not saying anything about China, but those fucking Indians, they stink. Come on. So So one of the things that I like to do is I actually like to wear my badge when I go out to happy hour. And my buddy's like, why are you wearing your badge? And I go, see anything you like? I got a job. Hello, ladies. And it requires a badge. It means I ain't working at KFC anymore. Wow. You know, I really like my job, but one of the things about being an alcoholic is that I have to wrestle with, do I do my job or do I go drink at lunch? Most of the time, I don't go back to work after lunch. What the fuck? Oh, hey, this is a good one. So, hi, I'm Jim.
Hey, Jim.
For my first trick at the Mercury Cafe, because there's always a magician here, right? It's like comedy. No, it's musicians, comedy, and magicians. So this is a mass hypnosis, just a mass hypnosis trick. Oh, it already broke. I can't hypnotize you guys into laughing. I'm just some liar, yogi, bit. Oh, damn. The best joke of the night was, if you're going to have... Oh, I'll end on here, because this is stupid. I can run on this for a second or two, and then it's good. I've wasted 7 minutes of your time. It's like we all joined together to have a mass cigarette. 7 minutes off. Come on, it's just 7. What are you going to be doing? Watching commercials between, I don't know, Ally McBeal and fucking... Walking Dead. I don't know. There's got to have replays on. This is horrible things. You're going to watch horrible things. So, one of the things that I've taken away from David Carradine's death, does anybody know Kung Fu? I don't mean like Kung Fu, like let's square. We've already covered that. I want you to hurt me. I'm a sadist. However, David Carradine was found in his gi, hanging in a closet after masturbating. He didn't have his belt. He wasn't a real competitor in the sport. So he had his pants down because he didn't have a belt. But when they found him, he hung himself. It was autoerotic asphyxiation. And the worst thing about being a guy like that, to where you get that thrill, you have to find a good spotter. Do you know how hard it is to find a spotter when you're trying to autoerotic asphyxiate? Hey, I'll catch you next. I'll spot you next, bro. No, wait. Oh, you do it in your hotel room in the closet, and then the authorities find you, and you know what? They don't even have the decency to take you down, put you on the bed, and throw an American flag on you to say he was doing what he loved. He died doing what he loves, just like Jack Kevorkian. Jack Kevorkian loved dying. Anybody ever seen his art? No, he did paintings. I wish he would have painted the wall with his brains a couple times, because some of his paintings are a little horrible. And he would have been inspiration for me to get off the stage.
That's Jim.
Blah! I'm Invisible Jim. Come on, Eric. I've done enough damage to my disclaimer. I got another one. Hold on. Zombie crawl at the park. Politicians, you know what? Here you go. This is it. When you're voting next time, one of the questions that you want to hear the press suck. They never ask the right questions. They go, who are you picking in the playoffs? No, I want to know if they know the price of a gallon of milk, right? I got to buy milk. I want to know if they know milk. But the real question that I want to know is, do they know the price of toilet paper? Because if you're full of shit and you don't know the price of toilet paper, I can't vote for that. So there you go. I think I'm the only comedian tonight. I'm looking around. I don't recognize any other gullible fool. Yes? Woo! The comedians! I love it. Well, welcome.
2 more sacrifices.
Thanks,
Eric.
Yeah, that's Jim, Invisible Jim, everybody.